Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, definitely make sure to subscribe. So today we're going to be reacting to Andrew Tate and Hodgetwins Emergency Podcast. Y'all, when I found out that they were collabing with Andrew Tate, I literally screamed. Because I was like, my dad is the shit. And I'm a forever flex my dad. My dad is the shit. The fucking shit. And anyone who says otherwise can fucking suck it. All right? My dad is the fucking shit. Is your dad collabing with Andrew Tate? No, he's not. All right? Sorry, I had to flex real quick. This is my fucking dad. Like, what? Okay, let's get into it. I don't know if I'm going to react to this whole thing. I'm going to try to. It's 3 hours, so I'm going to try.
Y'all, and it's a special show. Yeah. Got a show for y'all. And it's a special show. We got Andrew Tate in the house.
Number one fugitive. Good to meet you, sir. Good to meet you, bro. Good to meet you. Yeah, so when I have the white side of my family, I make fun of them all the time because they're all skinny little dorks. The white side of my family make fun of the black side of my family because they're all in jail. Well, the stereotypes don't come out of nowhere. I'm here in the middle. I'm not in jail yet.
Right.
But they're trying to get me, so we'll have to see how it all works out.
They could make the innocent look guilty and guilty look innocent. And when I seen you and your brother in handcuffs, I was like, fuck, you look guilty.
Yeah. Funny that. Right. Strange how it works.
Right.
You can get alphabet soup and find all the fucking agencies who have attacked me. And no one puts me in jail. I'm one of the most innocent men on the planet. Why don't we get Hunter Biden, put him through what I've been through?
Right.
Why don't we get fucking Epstein or any of these senators, any of the congressmen, any of them? Put the AG on them. You'll get any of them. But they're coming after me nonstop, can't seem to lock me up. And people are at home going, he must be a criminal. Wake the fuck up. But these people hate me. They don't want the truth. They just hate me. He's been in Florida 6 days. What the fuck's he done? PVD podcast and fucking sleep? I took a piss. AG. You want to fucking put that down? I haven't done anything. And they're saying, the abusive women. I'm sitting there going, who the fuck are we even talking about? Because I don't know who we're talking about. They keep saying the abuse of women. Yeah. I keep going to court. Every single woman's on my side. The abuse of who? Who have I abused?
How do you think we got here? I mean, what do you think was the point in history that got us to this point where they're going after you and your brother?
The only reason I even came to America is because Trump won. I thought America was back. I was like, America's back. Trump's in charge. It's back now. All this dumb shit's over. Turns out it's not.
Oh, shit. I am ready.
Got a new show for y'all. And it's a special show. We got Andrew Tate in the house.
Number one fugitive. Good to meet you, sir. Good to meet you, bro. Good to meet you.
Yeah. You know what? Before we even start, you look like my daddy's side of the family.
Yeah?
Are they the good half-breed motherfuckers?
The slick ones, huh?
Yeah. The good-looking ones. The tall, good-looking, light-skinned guys.
So wait, how does it work? Your dad's side of the family are mixed race?
My dad is like, well, he's black, but he looks like if Elvis got a fucking tan, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, he was really light-skinned, blue eyes, and his wife was black, and but my mom was like brown-skinned. She was a little bit more black, but.
All right, so you have it more confusing. I've just got white and black.
Yeah.
But my dad's dad is black, and my dad's mother was half black, so I guess he's 3/4 black, and my mother's white, so I think I'm somewhere around the third.
Which
is enough.
It's
enough.
Sure.
You know, like I'm white enough.
Actually too much.
Well, it depends on the situation.
Right.
It depends on the scenario.
Yeah.
But like I guess. I mean, I'm on time, like a white guy. You know, like I can turn up. I can be white in court, Your Honor.
Right.
You know, but then sometimes you're just black at home. Like, what do you mean, bitch? Clean that.
Yeah.
But I've got a. What's interesting about having such a large dichotomy between my families is I've got a basically completely white family and a completely black family, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I get to make fun of both of them.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So
your white side of the family is what, Irish?
yeah, they're like Irish English.
Yeah. Our great grandfather was Irish. He had a guy with a black chick. He had a white family and a black family.
Real G.
Yeah.
Real G.
Total G.
That's Andrew Tate stuff right there.
Well, I mean, all of this has gone out the window now, and it's seen as super controversial. Like, the world's so fucked up. If you're a full-grown man and you say, look, I have 2 families, or I slept with more than 1 girl this year, the fucking world is a mental breakdown. Like, how gay can you be? Like,
that is super gay.
Isn't that as gay as it gets? Like, Andrew Tate's terrible. Did you hear he has sex with women?
Yeah.
Like, what the, sorry, Kamala.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so when I have the white side of my family, I make fun of them all the time because they're all skinny little dorks.
Right.
And then the white side of my family make fun of the black side of my family because they're all in jail. So it's I'm kind of like, well, the stereotypes don't come out of nowhere. I'm here in the middle. I'm not in jail yet.
Right.
But I did it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But they're trying to get me, so we'll have to see how it all works out.
Yeah. Speaking of that, when you arrived in Florida, you and your brother, I seen the governor of Florida bring up that you're not welcome, and then I see a senator. Is he a senator or a congressman?
Yeah, Byron Donaldson.
Donalds. He said you're not welcome here, and they're going to investigate you and stick their attorney
AG.
general on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
You know, it should be scary, I guess. I guess I'm supposed to be like, oh shit, the AG and the governor and everyone's after me, but
Right.
maybe I'm foolish. Even after all the mess I've been through, I still kind of believe in the law a bit in America. Like I've just played the Romanian game. I played the Romanian legal system. I bust my case under Joe Biden in a Romanian court. I'm going to repeat that. I want people to understand how impossible that is.
Right.
Because I beat my case in a Romanian court under Biden. They're saying all this shit with Trump, blah, blah. Under
Trump can't
Biden.
say that.
Yeah, well, Trump didn't help me. He wasn't in power when I bust my case.
Right.
And then eventually they reduced the bail restrictions. After 3 years, I don't know why anyone's surprised. 3 years I was trapped there. After 3 years, they say, okay, you can have his passport, you can travel. I decide to go home, and the Floridian governor and the AG decide to instantly attack me. And I sit there and I go, I've been in Florida 7 days in my entire life. So I don't know what fucking case. I don't know what they're going to do.
What jurisdiction do they have?
Well, I haven't got a clue. So I guess they're just going to start running all over the world, sending letters to everyone.
Right.
But it's kind of
Listen, let's
incredible.
get
I
this
don't
guy.
know if the people who hate me are stupid or if they just want to hate me and not use their brain.
Right.
But when a famous person is attacked with these kind of accusations, loads of victims come forward. Name anyone. Hundreds of victims, new lawsuit, victims. I'm 3.5 years in with the most media spin of any case ever without a single girl coming forward. Every girl they get hold of is like, nah, he's nice. I like him. I like Andrew. I defended you, baby. Can I see you? No one's against me.
Right.
It's the government who's against me. It's the
Right.
government who's against me and my women. We're all on one side.
Right.
It's completely incredible. And I guess it's heartbreaking. It's kind of sad to know that even Florida, which I considered to be a red state, I thought it was a Republican state.
Yeah.
They just totally turned on me. Candace said it was because I defended Palestine. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but
he say Candace?
all I can do is welcome it.
Does he mean Candace?
You know, it's kind of like, you watch those movies like Scarface and Casino and Goodfellas and stuff, and you're just this guy, and you're going here and there, and the DA's chasing you all the time, trying to chase you down, put you in jail.
Right.
It's kind of what it feels like. Like I go somewhere, I'm having a good time, I'm in a nice restaurant, we're having a great time, we're in a hotel suite, there's some DA in an office trying to get me in jail. It's like fucking...
Yeah.
I mean, Scarface ends well, right? He disappears into the retirement, into the sunset.
Right,
He just leaves with his family and has a happy time. I think that's how it ends. It's going to be fine, guys. Scarface ends with him retiring with all his children, and everything's a happy ending.
Yeah, it's so disheartening because you expect a Democrat to say these things, but not a Republican, especially Byron Donaldson. He's a convicted felon.
What was he convicted of?
Some
Typical
kind-
black shit. He did like check fraud or some shit.
Well, that fucking, he should have been at the
Typical
airport.
black guy.
He should have been at the airport. Me and him should have been best fucking friends.
Right.
I haven't been convicted of anything ever.
Right,
You know what's amazing to me? What's truly amazing to me is the false dichotomy and the mental breakdown when people say, oh, he only bust his case in Romania because Romania's corrupt. Well, then,
A lot
that
of
means
people
them
are saying
arresting
that.
me was corrupt.
Right,
Either it's
exactly.
all corrupt or none of
Exactly.
it's corrupt. If it's not corrupt, I'm innocent because I bust case. If it's corrupt, I shouldn't have fucking had a case.
Right.
The whole thing's incredible. Byron's a convicted felon.
He was arrested
Some-
for marijuana possession.
Someone tweet that at him.
Marijuana
Fuck these, bro.
Yeah.
I have no criminal record.
Yeah.
I have zero criminal record anywhere on the planet ever.
Yeah.
And they talk about me like I'm the fucking boogeyman. It's I don't know if it's
The
flattering.
boogeyman.
I like I said at the beginning, I guess I should be intimidated. I should be scared. My mom called me. She's like, the AG's after you, the governor's after you. And I'm like, fuck them, man. What the- Come then. I don't think I've done anything.
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't think I've done anything, so I don't know what they're
Right.
gonna do.
Yeah, I
Right.
think like the media is so powerful. They can make the innocent look guilty and guilty look innocent. And when I seen you and your brother in handcuffs, I was like, "Fuck, you look guilty."
Yeah. Funny that. Strange how it works.
Right.
No, but it's actually a simple tactic for everyone at home who doesn't
Right.
understand exactly how it works. Firstly, the media, they soften you to all ideas. The media don't report ideas. And yeah, the media lies to you, but what they actually try and do is set up an idea. So they do this all the time. I talked about this on PBD with Diddy. When the Diddy video of him come out beating Cassie,
Right.
the first thing I said to Tristan was, that video is 10 years old.
Yeah.
That's been sitting in an archive for
Right.
10 long years. The Matrix has had that for 10 years. They've released that now to alter public perception because they're going to arrest him. I said that to Tristan. 2 weeks later, he was in cuffs. They do that. So with us, they start
He
printing.
pissed off the wrong shoe, right?
I don't know who I annoyed. I pissed someone off.
Yeah.
But the media was constantly slandering us so heavily before the arrest. I said to Tristan, they're just setting the public up to put us in handcuffs. That's what they do. They set things up.
Right.
So now when you watch the media, you can almost predict the future about what they're trying to say about somebody. They did it with COVID. They do it with everything. And you're right. They can make you look extremely guilty. Of course they can. That's their whole job. The job, what they're trying to do is put such a terrible stigma to your name that nobody listens to your ideas. They only discuss the stigma. So when someone say Andrew Tate now, they don't say Andrew Tate, he talks about this, 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 and this. They say Andrew Tate, he's accused of.
Right.
That's their goal, to distract, to deflect, conflate. But I like to think it's kind of backfired in their case. I mean, I've had no negative interactions on the street. Everybody knows who I am. I like to think it's backfired, but I guess we're going to see. But now we have the AG trying again. Their problem is, if they don't, I'm sure they're going to try and pull something out their ass. I'm sure they're going to probably try and arrest me all over again. I'm built different, so I don't give a fuck. I like to think that when they put me in handcuffs and start dragging me around, there's enough people with a brain to go, bro, he's been in Florida 6 days. What the fuck's he done? PBD podcast and fucking sleep? I took a piss. AG. You want to fucking put that down? What if I haven't done anything?
Right.
So I don't know what they're going to do, but unless they get me, it's just backfiring now because they've tried so hard. I would argue that I'm one of the most innocent men on the fucking planet. You put any other man through the shit I've been through the different federal agencies.
You're like Trump.
Bro, it's like a fucking, you can get alphabet soup and find all the fucking agencies who have attacked me. And no one puts me in jail. I'm one of the most innocent men on the planet. Why don't we get Hunter Biden, put him through what I've been through?
Right.
Why don't we get fucking Epstein or any of these senators, any of the congressmen, any of them? Put the AG on them. You'll get any of them on anything. Racketeering, influencing, lying, corruption, money laundering, all of it. But they're coming after me nonstop, can't seem to lock me up. And people are at home going, but he must be a criminal. Wake the fuck up. But these people hate me. They don't want the truth. They just hate me. So when they don't want to be logical about it.
A lot of people hate this.
It was kind of disappointing to see that was my reception. In fact, it was very disappointing. But
It's shocking to me.
it is shocking. But you know,
I could see if he was going to California or something, or New York.
yeah,
Right.
of course. But
bro,
play it.
Oh, the convicted felon, right?
Let's see what the convicted felon has to say.
I like this
Andrew
dude.
Tate and his brother
Well, so did
Tristan.
I.
Yeah.
Because in Romania, where they just came to Florida from, there were charges of rape, sex with minor, and human trafficking. Do you support the Attorney General's actions here?
I do. I think those allegations have to be fully investigated. And
They
then we
were
go
fully
from-
investigated
we go from
in
there.
Romania, and
The
they let
key
me
thing
go.
is we don't tolerate the trafficking of women or, frankly, the abuse of women. We do not tolerate that.
fucking
So if the
abuse?
Attorney
What woman?
General
Who?
finds
Who?
cause under Florida law
This-
to investigate that, then I wish him the best, and I support whatever he's going to do on that matter.
Are Andrew and Tristan Tate welcome in Florida?
No. Quite frankly, not.
Bro,
because if you
that's
listen to
like
some of
woke
the dialogue,
right there.
I
Woke,
find it
sold
to
out.
be demeaning and disgusting.
Guys,
That's not
it's so
about
amazing to me. The abusive woman. I'm sitting in this scenario and they're saying, oh, the abusive women. I'm sitting there going, who the fuck are we even talking about? Because
Right.
I don't know who we're talking about. They keep saying the abusive women. I keep going to court. Every single woman's on my side. The abuse of who? Who have I abused? You know, when they say the abuse of women, in our indictment, my brother and I's indictment in Romania, they said we human trafficked the mothers of our children. They're saying that the mothers of our own children, who we have kids with, that we lover boy method, so by being nice, and financial incentives. So wait, being nice to the mother of my baby and giving her money? Fuck it. So I finally do the white thing. I finally take care of my kids.
Right.
And
Damn.
they fucking call me a human trafficker. No wonder the brothers out here are like, well, fuck that, I'll catch a case.
Right.
It's incredible. And these people are walking around talking about the abuse of women. The abuse of who? Name a woman.
Yeah,
Because I
one.
fucking can't.
Yeah.
They just say bullshit. They just spout garbage.
I would think
he
you have a
really
huge
disappointed me.
libel lawsuit against them. That's slander.
I'd like to think so. It's free
And
speech
it's
in America.
government
I don't know how it
officials saying
works.
that.
I'll have to talk to my lawyers and see. But
Yeah.
I kind of feel it's all going to fade to nothing. And then they made a huge mistake because unless they get me, I can just bring this up for the rest of human time. Well, if Florida investigate me and Florida found nothing. So the Romanians failed, the British failed, the Floridians failed. Like how many fucking people are going to allow? I guess for the rest of my life, this is going to be my life.
Right.
So I have to live as clean as possible, which is what I do. I don't do anything fucking wrong.
Right.
I'm Mr. Squeaky Clean.
Right.
I close the
Clean.
toilet. I close the toilet seat, sir. Because they're after me.
Yeah,
So
right.
I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Ron, I kind of expected it because I don't trust short motherfuckers. So
Yeah. Yeah.
because short people are sneaky.
I think
Oh my
Byron's kind of
God.
short too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
See, this is a life lesson.
Yeah.
Because like tall people, like we confront because we're big and we can fight. The small people are like sneaky. You know, they have to be.
Yeah.
It's their tactic.
Lord Fourquart.
It's their tactic. It's like get around the back and like get a little knife, like little.
Yeah. Right.
So he's got his booster shoes on, talking shit.
Yeah. How do
Bro.
you think we got here? I mean, what do you think was the point in history that got us to this point where they're going after you and your brother?
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing because the only reason I even came to America, I could have gone anywhere. The only reason I even came to America is because Trump won. I thought America was back. I was like, oh,
Wait.
America's back. Trump's in charge.
I think I remember him saying that if Trump won, I remember him saying that if Trump won the presidency, he was gonna move back over here. I swear he said that. I swear he said that. Clock my tea if I'm wrong.
It's back now. All this dumb shit's over. Turns out it's not. It's kind of incredible. I mean, the liberals have a very potent tactic, which they understand. If they attack any conservative with garbage, with the media, they understand the conservatives will self-cannibalize. They understand that very well, and it works.
Yeah. I love Trump's response when they asked him the question.
Of course. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is the most gangster response, like talking to the police.
Yeah. Takes a strong person to
Don't
say
know.
that.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah.
But also, truthfully, he didn't know. Like, he doesn't know he ain't read my Romanian indictment. Neither has the convicted felon or the short motherfucker. Or the AG. And if the AG wants to read it off the Romanians, he can. But it doesn't make a difference because the Romanian judge has already said, no, fuck this, it's trash.
Yeah.
A Romanian judge has said that. So I don't know what they intend to do. It is scary. If we get serious about it, it's actually truly heartbreaking and very scary that an American citizen can return home after being unfairly imprisoned under a questionable judicial system. Let's not sit here and pretend any of us trust the fucking Romanians. Yeah. We all know, like, we've seen the kind of bullshit cases you get in America. Imagine Romania. And that's the welcome I get.
Yeah.
So-
it sounds like they were ignorant that you're an American citizen. It sounds like they want to bar you from coming into the country.
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were just talking out their ass. I don't know if they thought they could score cheap political points.
That's what I think it is. Political points.
Political points.
Maybe it's something you said politically.
Maybe.
But,
What
you know,
controversial
God's chosen
opinions
people.
have I had? What have I said that would have pissed them off? Interesting.
I
But
think
yeah,
it has something to do with God's chosen people.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because all those conspiracy theories they get proved right time and time again in certain ways when things like this happen. So it is kind of scary. It's very heartbreaking, but you just have to go through the process, right? So I'm happy to talk to them. I'm waiting for their phone call or I'm waiting for their arrest and their perp walk. I just like to think that there's enough people with a brain now who, if they see me get perp walked, say, wait, let's see what fucking case they even have. Because I'm in the position where they'll do anything they can just to perp walk.
No, that's gonna
They don't
suck
need
if
a
he
fucking
has
case.
to
They're
do
just like,
that
let's just
whole
put him in
shit
handcuffs.
all
Let's call
over
CNN.
again.
Let's just put it on the fucking news. Let's destroy his name. Let's drag him through the mud. Let's make him pay legal fees. In the end, it comes to nothing. That's all they've been doing to me for long years.
So Romania dropped the charges, right?
So the way it works is, and the Romanian judicial system is, even I don't completely understand it after 3 years with it. But basically what happened was, I got arrested in May of 2022 or something. They let me go after a day. And they said, this is bullshit, there's no case here. It's like, okay. And then the UK Foreign Office, which I know this to be a fact, sent a bunch of letters to the Romanians saying, we want this guy off the internet. We think he's a problem. He's a big problem in our schools. He's misogynistic. And you can look this up. Inside of UK schools, they've spent a bunch of money trying to get rid of me because all the kids were walking around calling their teachers brokies. That's not funny.
That's what you call influence.
They were saying to the teacher,
powerful man.
what color's your Bugatti? To the teacher. So the teachers all got butthurt because they're fucking women.
Right,
They can't take a joke.
Yeah,
You know?
right, yeah.
So I'm the most dangerous man in the world. Not the drugs, not the constant stabbing, not the unchecked immigration, none of that. No, I'm the problem, right? And then they talk about, there's violence against women going up because of Andrew Tate. Oh, not because you have a fucking open border where 10,000 illegals turn up a day.
Right,
No, that's nothing to do with it. It's because I made a joke about a Bugatti. So they spent millions and millions of dollars trying to get me out of the schools, writing endless letters to Romania saying, this motherfucker's on podcasts in Romania. Can you make him go away?
Right.
So my case, I was arrested in like May or something. The case laid completely dormant until the UK Foreign Office letters started coming in. Then they picked up the case again, and they started to just come up with any trash they could. I was in Dubai for 3 or 4 months, and then I went to London. Nothing happened in London. I went to Czech Republic. Nothing happened there. I went back to Romania to pack my bag for one day, and they picked me up and arrested me. That's when I first went to jail.
That's crazy.
And I got charged with all this insanity, complete crazy case. It was interesting because the first 2 weeks I was in jail, I didn't even know what I was charged with because it was all in Romanian. And they're like, we need a translator, but it's Christmas. So I was like, yeah, Merry fucking Christmas. So I'm sitting in Romanian jail.
So you were in jail for Christmas.
I was at Christmas and New Year. I'm sitting in jail. I didn't even know what I was in there for. And a Romanian jail. It's not like these jails.
Right.
You know, it's as bad as it gets. So I'm sitting in there, and then eventually I get out after 4 months, and I was on 9 months on house arrest. And then they let me free within Romania. And then our our case, we started to win. Inside of, we were going to all these different court trials, and it turns out all the evidence against us was illegal. They illegally wiretapped us. They lied in the translations. Like, bro, they literally lied in translations. I'd say to Tristan, kick him out. And they changed it to kick him and charged us with violence, inciting violence. They just fucking lied. They just lied.
Crazy.
So the whole thing was a setup, and we started winning in court. When we started winning in court, then the Brits tried, because I don't know if you know my whole thing. I got arrested again for 24 hours, and the Brits tried to extradite us. And I was like, okay, what we get extradited for? They're like, in 2009, you attacked a woman. I was like, what do you mean attacked? Don't know. It says violence. It's the Romanian guy. He goes, it says violence against women in 2009. I'm like, what woman?
2009?
Yeah. I was like, what woman? Doesn't say. Where? Doesn't say. When? Doesn't say. It says attack against a woman in 2009. Extradite. So I guess they've gone through my whole past and found some bitch from 2009 who wants a payday. And they hit me with this extradition warrant with no details. I don't know who this person is. I don't know where it happened. I don't know the date. How do I defend myself? Do you have a statement? I was like, me give a statement. You give a statement. You tell me in 2009, fucking, even if you told me the date, I wouldn't know where the fuck I was. I don't know when this was, where this was, who this is. What can I say? This is bullshit. The Romanian judge said, this is garbage. We're not going to extradite him. We're going to keep him in Romania to finish his Romanian cases. And when they finish, then we'll consider extraditing him to the UK. That was that shit. Then the Romanians hit me with a second case. So once I started winning, it escalated. They hit me with a second case. I got arrested again. And it was the first case reordered. The first case in a different order. Literally, same people, same event, same time, same everything. But instead of Andrew and Tristan did this, it was Tristan and Andrew did this. Fucking garbage. Arrested us again. Back in jail again. Judge let me out. Tristan was free. I was on house arrest. I did another 9 months on house arrest. And then our first, after all this, we're now 2.5 years in. Then our first case got to something called the preliminary chamber. So basically, a judge decides if there's enough evidence to go to trial. So after 2.5 years, we didn't even know we were going to have a trial. After 1.5 years locked in my house, 4 months in jail, complete reputation slander, all my cars taken, all my money taken, everything taken off me. Then they finally get to preliminary chamber. The judge looks at it and goes, yeah, this is bullshit, and sent it back to the prosecutor. After all that shit, the case was dismissed. She goes, there's too many irregularities in the evidence.
I don't understand that though. Like, maybe I'm just not like all into this stuff, but it's like, why put in this much effort to try to like lock somebody up just because you hate them? You get me? Like, I just don't get it. Like, maybe it's not clicking in my head, but it's like, why do all that stuff? And then he just got free of all these charges in Romania. Now he's coming back here, and it's like, okay, now the whatever the fuck you call them niggas in Florida, now he's not welcome. Like, he's going from like country to country to country, and it's like he can't catch a break. But it's like, why do they want him so bad? What does he know? Like, maybe that's me playing like the conspiracy theories and shit. But it's like, why go through all that shit just because you don't like somebody? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even the Jeffrey Epstein, whatever the fuck his name is, his case, like, the conspiracy theories with him committing, you know, like, it doesn't make sense, because it's like, the thing wasn't high enough. So it's like, how did that happen? That had to, you can't tell me that wasn't an inside job. So it's like, what does he know that they want him so bad? Or maybe he, like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't want to say anybody's guilty, but it's just like, you know, I don't know.
Evidence. Basically, this is fake. This is made up. They sent it back. This was in December. And traditionally, when this happens in Romania, you get all your assets back and your bail's removed. Traditionally, right? They go, okay, well, the case got sent back, so the case is effectively over. The prosecutor can try again by law if he wants to. He can try again. But you get all your assets back and the bail's removed. In my condition, they kept all my cars, kept all my stuff, and kept the bail. So
how much was that valued at?
18, 19 million?
Wow.
Of cars, gold, watches, cash, everything they could get their hands on. I mean, that's nearly fucking 5% of my money. I was pissed.
Only 5%. Rest of it's in the stock market.
Those motherfuckers like, we got him. How does he keep paying for lawyers? No, but so So they kept the bail on, and they kept all my assets. And then it comes down to 2 months later in February, they finally say, okay, we're going to give him his passport and let him travel, but he has to report to Romania once a month. So even though the case has been thrown back to the prosecutor, now the prosecutor gets a year or two, I think, to try again. You talk about a judicial system. Imagine in Romania if a prosecutor sends a case to court, they say it's all fake, it's all made up, this can't go to trial, and they give it back to him and say, we'll keep him on bail, try again. Here's years of his life, try again.
Right.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah.
They give me my passport, I get it, I fly to Miami for spring break, I got a fucking case here. Like, can I catch
That
a
is
break?
nuts,
Can I
man.
catch a break? Can I catch a break?
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible how these people hate me so much. They are so desperate to get me.
Yeah.
And the way they cry and complain about me just is actually in many ways so fantastic for my reputation because they make me sound like the fucking boogeyman.
Yeah.
They make me sound scared. I'm one man. They make me sound like I'm fucking a demon who can like wink and make a bitch come. I'm just a guy with sunglasses on.
Yeah.
They're having a fucking mental breakdown about me. Not the drug cartels, not USAID, not people dying in the Ukrainian wars. None of that shit. No, Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible. I
They're
don't know
treating
what
you
to
like Epstein.
Bro, well, no, they're not treating me as good as him because he gets away with it.
Yeah.
He gets to do whatever the
that's
fuck he
true.
wants.
Yeah. Do you realize how popular you are?
I don't know.
How much
No.
influence you have? Every comedy show we go, hey man, do y'all know about this guy Andrew Tate? I said, no, I never heard of him. Every comedy show. I was like, who the fuck is Andrew Tate? Yeah. So I look at y'all and say, oh wow, I see why this dude is so popular.
Yeah.
Very appealing, resonates with a lot of people. But I think you don't really get the influence you have on people, especially when the British government came after you because you say one thing and it goes viral, goes across the entire globe.
I think
That's what they're scared
I
of.
think what they're scared of, that you're empowering men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because men are becoming feminized and weak, and that benefits the left, whether you're in America or you're in Europe.
Oh, of course. I'm teaching men to think for themselves, and I've now become, unfortunately, you could argue, but I'm a symbol of bravery now.
Yeah.
So they have to chop my head off, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, I want to be perfectly honest with you, gentlemen. I've thought about this long and hard. I had about a year and a half in my house to think about this. If they let me walk, I'm a problem. Imagine at the end of all this shit, they say, Tate's innocent.
Yeah.
Right? All we did to him was wrong. We owe him fuckloads of money. It was all made up. It was all a lie. You want to talk about influence? That's fucking influence. But that's not a comforting feeling. That actually makes me sit here and think they're not going to let me walk. Like, you think they won't fucking make it up? Like, at certain levels of lawfare, at certain levels of the legal system, it's simply just a clown show. We saw it with Trump in New York.
Right.
At certain levels, it's nothing to do with law. It's about, we need to achieve an objective against this person, so just fucking make it fit. And I'm sitting here thinking, do I stand a chance of a fair trial? Bro, when I bust my case in Romania, when I walked out the courtroom and we'd won, I was like, what the I mean, obviously I knew I was innocent. Obviously I knew it was made up, but I was like, they did all this and then let me win? It seems illogical to me for them to go through all this mess to then let me walk. Now, that's logical if law is real, but I don't believe law is real. I believe at a certain level it's a target and hit job and they just fucking make it up. That's what I truly believe. And then you have to analyze it from a socioeconomic perspective. If the Matrix believes I'm such a threat to them and they believe that they're going to have more control over the entire world's population if I'm gone, I'm just one man. Sometimes the pawn dies for the chess game. Like, so I don't know what chance I stand, truthfully, which is why I laugh and joke about it, because I have to just come to the realization this is a fucking hit job. This is set up. I'm going to do my very best, but it is what it is now. At this point, it really, truly is what it is. It's like the ignorance of my mother, who I love with all my heart, but she's like, well, you've got good lawyers. I'm like, lawyers have nothing to do with this.
Sound like a woman would say something.
Yeah,
like that.
I just need a lawyer to beat the Matrix. Oh, okay. My lawyer will tell him I didn't do it. Like, it's nothing to do with lawyers. It's nothing to do with law. It's all just fucking made up.
Right.
So it's kind of a scary position to be in, but all you can do is laugh and put up memes and make fun of them and piss them off. I guess I know my enemy's going to have no mercy on me, so I have no mercy on them. I'm not going to sit here and try and pretend these people are going to ever be logical. They're going to do their very best to destroy me knowing I've done nothing, so I'm just going to make fun of them the whole fucking way.
Yeah.
And if I do bust all these cases, then I got to worry about getting shot. So it's like, you know, maybe I don't know what to do, but we'll see how it goes.
I think a lot of people don't realize how corrupt governments are around the world, even the U.S.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, what they did to MLK, JFK. I mean,
even after
don't get
COVID,
it.
even after Trump, they still don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, what's a government's end objective. A government's end objective is control of the population. And we all know what it's like. As this is human nature. When you start to make money, you want more money. When you start to get control, you want more control.
Right.
This is how things work. A government wakes up every day and says, how can we control these motherfuckers even more?
Yeah.
They'll push as much as we'll accept. The only thing that stops them having absolute control is we'll revolt. But they're constantly testing that line. What can we get away with? What can we get away with? Constantly, all of the time. I'm a problem because I inspire people to fight back. And I've now been shown as a symbol of resistance.
That's
I'm the
facts.
only person in history, in Romanian history, a big guy in Romania said this to me. A guy who'd been to jail a whole bunch. And and he was guilty. And he was guilty as sin. Murder, drug trafficking, everything. He said, you're the only guy in the history of Romania who's ever spoken against the system and walked. Everyone shuts up when the system comes to them because they know it's corrupt. You're fucked. So you like, I respect the judge, I respect the system, I look forward to the process. You're the only motherfucker saying this is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Because you're the only person to ever do that, ever. And now you've beaten it. If I continue to do that here and everywhere else, they're going to have a really big problem because it inspires resistance, it inspires bravery. Bravery and masculinity is what they fear because they want to enslave us. They want to make us slaves, and it's the men who are not prepared to be slaves that are in the way. It's not the women that are in the way. Women are happy. Women love being slaves. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. Give me Instagram likes, give me a Birkin, I'll be a slave. I don't give a fuck.
Wait. Hold the fuck on. He said women like to be slaves. I don't know if it's maybe because of the dad I grew up with, but these stuff really be funny to me. Like, I get that they're fucked up, but they be funny to me. I don't know why. It's like, I don't get offended by it because it's like, so it's like, we got to play that shit back. What did he say?
Not prepared to be slaves that are in the way. It's not the women that are in the way. Women are happy. Women love being slaves. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. Give me Instagram likes, give me a Birkin, I'll be a slave. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to fucking Dubai. I'll live in a fucking compound. I'll get pissed on. Give me a Birkin. I'm a slave. Great. Women don't care, right?
Yeah, women don't give a shit.
Women don't give a shit. And feminine men are basically chicks. So you have a few small subsect of men left who are like, no, I don't want a Birkin. I want freedom. And we're in the way of it all. So because I'm the symbol of that, they just want to get rid of me by hook or by crook. And I am so disappointed that Florida did this. I am really genuinely. I wasn't scared. I'm not scared of them. I'm not intimidated by them. There's not a drop of fear inside of me. It's just genuine disappointment. I'm just like, what the fuck? I expected a hero's welcome, to be honest with you. I really, truly did. But you learn something new every day, huh? So I guess when that jet landed, I had no Wi-Fi on the jet. When the jet landed and there's fucking media everywhere and the jet had been tracked and all this crazy. I was just like,
dude, you got
is it welcome home? Hi, guys. We're investigating. I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers. I was like, gee, I just landed. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Can I nap? Can I nap, Ron?
I don't think people really realize how it is to stand in your shoes, what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy. Like, I'm not a Romanian. You get to Florida, or we're investigating you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's. I've said this before on lots of different podcasts. I've said that your success in life is directly correlated to the amount of stress you can deal with, and this is true. It's kind of like air resistance, and when you look at cars or you look at jets or any of these things, how fast they can go is directly correlated to how much air is going to be pushing against them. No matter how successful you get, Trump's a perfect example, Elon's an example, no matter how successful you get, the more successful you become, the more the opposite force is going to push against you. And most people get to a certain level and go, okay, that opposite force is too much. But I just kept going and going and going and going and going, and now I'm up here at terminal fucking velocity, and the enemy force is coming
Mach
at
5.
me. Bro, yeah, Mach 5, exactly. So, yeah, you're successful, but sure, it's very stressful.
I think a lot of people, why you resonate with so many people, because you're brutally honest and you look at things like with a clear mind. Like, I saw this one video where you was comparing a transgender, which is a man, right? Yeah. But you can't tell it's a man. It's like a female. And then you got a woman, but she like Hulk Hogan. You said, if you fuck Hulk Hogan, you're gay. Which makes sense because you're getting up for a dude.
Of course. I say things that make people think.
Right.
You know? Right. And then what I do, I say things that make people think.
Clip,
and then there's certain people who can't think, so they get upset by it. And then there's and then there's also, I say things which are clipped out of context, and people take those clips and put them everywhere over the internet, so people only see that, and they remove all the context from it. It looks worse than it is.
Yeah.
The most recent thing I said, and I'm not saying anything I say is wrong. It's not wrong. It's right. But they just don't like the way I say it or make people think. I said something. I was arguing with someone on Twitter. Have you seen my tweet that women are sex workers? Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen that
so
one.
basically,
Because he have.
I'm laughing. Let me laugh at myself for a second. Why do they put me in jail? Don't arrest me. And then I sit here and
Which
go,
is true because a lot of women have a financial incentive when they even date a man
law.
now.
All.
Yeah.
So I said women are sex workers. I said women, they try and find one customer called a boyfriend or a husband who in return for sex pays for their whole life. If they can't find one customer, they find a bunch of customers on OnlyFans.
Right.
And if they're not hot enough to have any customers, they're miserable and they have a job.
Right.
They're sex workers. All women at some degree are sex workers.
Right.
And then I put that up. My girlfriend goes to me, I'm not a sex worker. I was like, let's stop having sex. See how much money you get. She goes, well, yeah, I guess. Earn your money.
Right.
So you're a sex worker. Women are sex workers. Yeah. And I was saying that, and then I also said that men are judged on our competence. We're only judged and we're only cared about for what we can do.
Right.
Nobody gives a shit about our feelings. Nobody gives a shit about, there's none of this, poor him. No one gives a fuck. If you're not useful to somebody or something, you can fucking die in a ditch.
Yeah.
Not only do women not care about you, society doesn't care about you, and other men don't care about you. We all want useful friends.
Yeah,
I don't want no fucking useless next to me. I don't know you. You can't do nothing.
Those are the worst.
Those are the worst. I hate them too.
They're leeches.
They're leeches.
Yeah.
So men are judged by competence and women are judged on the sex. So women are sex workers and men are competence objects.
Right.
Yeah,
And I say that, and bro, the mental breakdown, mental breakdown on Twitter. He said, "Oh, women are sex workers." It's like, just because you're ugly and you can't get a fucking sex work job, if you were a baddie, you'd be on a yacht in fucking Dubai, but you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, I came across this quote. It said, show me a person that tells the truth 100% of the time, and he'll be the most hated person in the world."
Well, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. But and I also understand a lot of it's the way.
Man, that's true. Like, I feel like I noticed that, like, the person that speaks the most truth is usually the most hated in the fucking room. Because I swear, like, y'all, if I could tell y'all the tea, I would tell y'all the tea. Like, me, the type of person I am, I feel like I bite my tongue sometimes. Like, I could bite my tongue, but if you say something that, like, you know, it really has to, like, point out to me, I will really just let it fly. Like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like a lot of people don't like those type of people. Like, a person that has no fear in telling you how they feel and is, like, how do I say it? Like, a person that knows, God damn it, I lost my train of thought. Like, a person that is not scared to speak out how they feel, it pisses people off because they're like, why would you say that? Sometimes you gotta fucking hear it. And a lot of people, I feel like they baby everybody around them. But me, it's like, for one, I wouldn't want nobody to baby me. Like, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I'm right, tell me I'm right? But I feel like a lot of people in the world are not like that. Like, they will not tell you the truth about yourself.
I frame things. I do kind of say things in the most not aggressive, but prerogative way possible.
Right.
You know, I don't say women can't lift as much as men. I'll say females are weak.
Right.
And then they'll have a mental breakdown. But it's still true. But I just say it in that way.
Right.
But maybe I'm a troll. Guys, let's do this. This is like Dr. Phil. Let me be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe I just can't control myself. I love pissing them off.
Right. You feed off that shit.
Maybe I'm just like, women are sex workers. Da, da, da. And I read the tweet back. I'm like, this is going to piss them off. Don't do it. Andrew, you're a female judge. You got a female judge.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And then I walk in front of the female judge in Romania. Yeah. Your Honor?
Right.
Maybe I just can't fucking help it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I believe it to be true, so I say it.
Yeah, very polarizing.
Polarizing's the word.
Everything, we did a video a couple days ago. I said, man, everything you say is actually true.
Yep.
You can't deny he's not lying.
If I was lying, they wouldn't attack me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I was lying, if the things I was saying weren't true, they wouldn't attack me.
They'd mock you.
They wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If I was walking around saying things that weren't true all the time, they'd completely ignore me. The reason they fear me so heavily is because I say things that are true. If I say women can't drive, the reason they have a breakdown is because women can't fucking drive. That's why they get mad.
Especially
Bro.
All of them.
Yeah, I swear everybody and they mama be talking about how Asian people drive. I swear they can't drive. Bro, even my cousin, she lives in California. She's like, bro, she's like, Asian people can't drive. And I'm like literally everybody says the same thing about Asian people. They can't drive. And the fact that he said, especially Asian women, that's crazy. But I remember I was driving one time with my friend, and he was like, what did he say? He's like, yeah, you definitely can't drive, just like Andrew Tate said. I said, oh, word, all right.
Bro,
He was like, Andrew Tate's right. I was like,
my
fuck
girlfriend
you.
says to me, I'll drive him. No, I'll walk.
Right.
I will walk before you drive me anywhere.
Right.
Ever. Bro, if I got on a plane and the female's flying, I'm turning around and getting back off that fucking plane. No, I'm not doing it.
Y'all seen that somewhere? Yeah. If I get a plane that's a female pilot, I'm getting the fuck off.
No, but they'll get so offended by this, and they'll be like, "How could you?" Every man knows I'm telling the truth. You know that
women panic.
Women panic under pressure. So if my plane's going down, I would argue, call me crazy. That's pretty high pressure.
Yeah.
You know,
right? She's gonna be screaming.
She's gonna be screaming. That's the last thing. You know when you get on a plane, and they're like, in the event of an emergency, your air stewardess will give you the, and you look over and you see some fucking 19-year-old bimbo. That's the first thing I think. I go, who's gonna help me as this plane crashes?
You gonna hear that bitch screaming, oh,
cake face with her fucking makeup sitting there on TikTok. I'm like, oh great, the plane's on fire. Nancy, what should we do, Nancy? Fuck off.
screaming.
She ain't gonna do nothing.
Right,
It's all like, but you're not supposed to say these things. You're not allowed to say these things. And one of the main reasons you're not supposed to say these things is because actually the Matrix is a very powerful weapon. And the weapon they're using to destroy masculinity, which is what they fear, because they have to remove the warriors of society before they enslave us all. This is what they do. The Romans used to turn up into Greek camp, kill all the military-age men, just chop all their heads off, because that's going to be a revolution sooner or later. Nowadays, they can't kill us all, so they try and neuter us and turn us into eunuchs mentally. The easiest way to destroy masculinity is to promote femininity in the completely wrong way. Not promote femininity as a man is good at certain things, a woman is good at certain things. We make the perfect team. We're the perfect pair of a woman's feminine and a man's masculine, which is the truth. Instead, what they do is say, women are better than men at everything. Femininity is a better version of masculinity. So we have this weird, strange, three-phase garbage society where women are better than men at everything, while also are equal even though they need DEI, while also children and every decision they make, they were tricked into if they didn't want to do it because a man made them do it. You know, so a woman's a girl boss, and she's a girl boss, and she's better than you, but she needs help to get the job. And then if you sleep with her and don't buy her a handbag, you raped her because she changed her mind. So how the fuck? It's impossible because none of this, you can't have all three at once. And they built this on purpose and put it out into Western society. So as soon as a man gets big, they attack him with what? Women. Femininity. They use this whole, women are the attack vector of Satan now, because there's not a single man out there who has the balls to tell the truth who ain't fucked. So all they have to do is just get a phone, call 100 women who you've ever slept with, call 100 of them, and find one bitch. One. With me, they couldn't even find one. That's why they really hate me, because they keep trying. But most people, they find one. Russell Brand, they found someone. Trump, they found someone. Hegseth, they found someone. Matt Gaetz, they found someone. Julian Assange, they found someone. You go to the fucking list. And all these betas and soy boys, these simps at home, continue to lap it up. Oh, a woman. They found a woman from 1981 because they're fucking gay. And because, literally. And the simps and soy boys kind of fucking help them out. You know, like, if men could just stick together for 5 seconds and respect due process, we'd be all right. All of this would go away. But there's such a huge contingent of the men. And when I say men, I don't mean masculine men. I mean the feminine men who betray their own sex instantly and utterly when these accusations come out. Like if tomorrow you guys caught a case and they said, this girl said this, I'd say, listen, I've been around enough women to know women fucking lie. Women lie. And not only do women lie, women lie. The reason women lie so much is because they don't even believe they're lying.
They rationalize and make it seem like it's reality.
They believe it's true. A woman will crash a car into a tree. No other cars around. She crashes into a tree. Why'd you hit that tree? Well, it wasn't my fault. Why? It was raining and it was dark. You knew that when you got in the car. Everyone else driving in the rain and the dark, and they didn't hit the tree. Why did you hit the tree? Yeah, but it was raining and it's dark, and it's the first time I've driven the car, so... Yeah, but, okay, whose fault is this? The tree's? That tree's been there for 150 fucking years. Never been hit before. The car has driven up and down that road 10,000 times and never been crashed. Who do we blame? Well, it's not my fault. Don't blame me. That's the female mind. They're not responsible for anything ever because they're down here. Now, if you ask that same woman 2 weeks later after she hit the tree, you'd be like, I got a Ferrari. You want to drive it? Yeah, I want to drive it. Are you a good driver? I'm a great driver. True or false?
True.
Because she's a girl boss now. So she's a girl boss after crashing, and we just perpetuate and support this behavior from females. And the reason it is done, it's not done You could argue it's done organically because the human species needs to prioritize females because that's how we reproduced, right? Yeah. If we had 100 men and 100 women, you could go and you went to war. The reason the men went to war is because if 95 of those men died, but they won the war, those 5 men with the 100 women.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Well, we could reproduce. We could get the tribe back.
Yeah.
The real G's could get it done.
Yeah.
You know, Elon, me, that we get enough babies.
Don't forget us.
But if 95 of the women die and you have 5 women, 100 dudes, I mean, it's going to be a fucking wild ride. Enough babies. Get the tribe. Those 5 men with the 100 women.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Well, we could reproduce. We could get the tribe back.
Yeah.
The real G's could get it done.
Yeah.
You know, Elon, me, that we get enough babies.
Don't forget us.
But if 95 of the women die and you have 5 women, 100 dudes, I mean, it's gonna be a fucking wild ride for those chicks. But you're not gonna have enough babies to reproduce for the clan. So humanity has always prioritized female life. Yeah. Hence them get off the Titanic. So there's that side of it, but that's been weaponized now, and now it's very consciously done. It's not an accident. This 3-phase girl femininity crap is how they destroy masculinity, is how they destroy men. And that's why when they say I hate women, I don't hate women. I'm just ultra realistic about what a man can do and what a woman can do. Right. I don't hate women at all. If someone breaks into my house, I'm gonna stand up and fight. I'm gonna risk my life to protect my woman because I don't think she can fight. Right. But of course, when I say women can't fight, I'm a misogynist and I'm terrible. How am I a misogynist and I'm fucking dying for her?
Yeah. Right.
It's a psyop and it's a media spin.
Yeah.
But it's bullshit and people fall for it all of the time. And it's the traitors and the treachery within the masculine team. Men who sit there and go, "Oh, a woman said," well, you haven't been around enough women to know women fucking lie. Women fucking lie. I learned
that
bro.
when I was 19.
Literally.
She called the cops on me. I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
She said, "I'm gonna tell the cops you hit me." And then she just starts screaming, "Ah, ah, ah!" And then the next door neighbor, "What's going on? He hit me, They call the cops.
Bro, exactly. Yeah. Literally exactly. So it's like men who have never been around women and put them on a pedestal and idolize them seem to think they're these perfect creatures, which is why you can never trust a motherfucker who can't get laid.
They don't have any women, though, those type of men.
Of course they don't.
Right.
And they've never been around them.
Right.
Which is why one of my litmus tests for my circle as a whole, if I see a guy who's struggling with bitches, I don't talk to him. I'm like, oh, you're struggling to get women, or you're always crying over some bitch. You're always sad about women. Yeah. You know, you're a traitor. You're gonna betray me.
Pathetic.
No, I'm telling you.
No, I totally get it.
The guy who's crying over some bitch, when she finally calls him, I'll take you back, but I don't want you hanging around with Andrew anymore because there's too many girls around him. He'll be like, oh, okay, babe, love you. Like, you can't trust those motherfuckers. As soon as I find a guy who's bad with women, I don't trust him. Right. I've been in business meetings before where a guy is like fucking, oh yeah, the wife, complaining about his wife here and there. I guess he thought he was building rapport and being cool. I was sitting there, you want 10 grand of you want 10 M of my money? You can't control a woman? You can't tell your woman to shut up and make dinner while you're out getting fucking paid? And you want my money?
Yeah.
No, sir, rejected. If you have any kind of problems with women in your life and you can't control them, get rid of it. I don't want you near me because those are problems by proxy. They end up on my plate somehow. All of a sudden now my business partner's not coming to work because his bitch is fucking his neighbor. I don't need that shit. Right. So I mean, obviously women are trouble. Of course they are. But you have to just be man enough to say, sorry, dear, I loved you very much, but you're annoying. Right. See you never. Bye.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Yeah, I think I learned that early on when I first started dating. I was trying to make my woman happy, so I was being a simp.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was living through her instead of her living through me.
Yep.
And I became a bitch.
Yep.
And I noticed how her whole outlook towards me changed. And then I was like, you know what? I had enough of this shit. I'm gonna be who I am instead of trying to make you happy. Your happiness comes through me.
It's really interesting, and it's really interesting when you say living through her because the feminine imperative is to build a nest and have some children maybe, or show off on Instagram, etc. But the feminine imperative is never to go out there and fight for freedom. It's never to risk your life. It's never to stand up and do amazing things. Like if you actually look at the masculine imperative, we're the ones who explored the world. Why? Right. Why did we go on a boat and go to the other end of the planet and die most of the time? Why do we trek across Antarctica? Why do we build the largest skyscrapers? Why do we take the biggest risks? Every single thing you drive past in Las Vegas and every other city was built by men. All of it. We did all of it. That's the masculine imperative. So a female living through us, empowering us, is good for society as a whole because we do amazing things. A woman's world is much smaller. She cares about herself. Biologically, she's a lot more selfish. She cares about herself and her offspring. That's her superpower. That's good. But if you're going to allow yourself to live through her, you're not going to achieve anything amazing. You can't. Because you're too busy sitting at home having date night every fucking night of the week, checking on her every 20 minutes. Are you okay, babe? You seem upset. Fuck that shit, bro. It's gay. Fuck that, bro. It's gay. You see this Elon stuff that just happened on Twitter with his baby mama?
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Bro, he's black. Get him in here.
Yeah.
He's as black as they come. And all these conservatives are trying to give him a hard time. I don't know if you saw I did a half an hour breakdown. I did a video of it, but I said, my guy's putting fucking rockets in space. You think he has time to sit around holding hands with some fucking chick and date night and fucking eating popcorn? Yeah. Watching fucking Twilight? No.
My wife was, let's watch. I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah. I'm playing Diablo, bitch. Get out of here. No. He makes the baby. The baby's done. Okay, the baby exists. Mission complete.
Yeah.
Back to SpaceX.
Right.
And she's like, he didn't even text me on Valentine's. He's the busiest, most famous, he's the richest man in the world. The hubris this female's operating under. Of course, you're not that interesting. You're not more interesting than rocket science because you're not as complicated as rocket science. You're really not.
Right.
So a certain echelon of achievement as a man also, yeah, you have relationships with females, but they're pretty driven by reproduction, and they're pretty just like, okay, we have a kid, I take care of you, I take care of the kid, that's fantastic, I love my kid, I love you, okay, that's great, see you later, I'm out, I got shit to do. If you sit there and live through a female, then you can't achieve amazing things. You live through a female, how do you run SpaceX? How do you run Tesla? How do you do anything?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Like I love my wife, but when we started doing YouTube, almost like how many years ago? Like 15, 16 years ago?
2008, I think we started.
Wow.
She would always tell me, "Why don't you go get a real job?" If I'd have listened to her, I would have never achieved what I achieved.
Exactly. Exactly. So, and female love is powerful. Like you can be protected by female love, but also female love is the easiest way they try and protect you is hold you back from things. That's what they do all the time. They try and hold you back, and if you let them, then you're never going to achieve much.
I had women leave me because I was too close to my brother.
Bro,
which is crazy.
Bro, it's not crazy because me and Tristan get the same thing. Because me and Tristan live together.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah.
We live together.
They get jealous of your brother, right?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Because we've seen it because we're twins and we're really fucking close.
Yeah.
Women get jealous over our relationship.
Because they want to have what a woman wants is absolute emotional control over you. Because if she can emotionally control you, then she feels safer. You'll ask yourself, why does a woman always start a fight before you go out to the club? Well, the reason is not because she gives a shit you're going to the club. It's because she knows if you're in a bad mood, you haven't got any game.
Right.
If you're pissed off,
my
you haven't
God.
got any sauce. She doesn't want you smiling in the club, having a great time, because then you might get a bitch. But if you're in there like, fucking this fucking bitch, texting.
Texting you the whole time.
Texting. That's what she wants. That's why you can't win the argument, because it's not about the argument. She's trying to take your sauce away. She wants emotional control over you. But if you're close with your brother and she's trying that and you're like, I'm with T now, so I don't give a fuck. She sees that as a threat over her ability to emotionally manipulate you. Which is what she wants to do to preserve herself. Of course, if she can do it too well, then you become boring. Then you're just a target that's been conquered. It's human nature. Like we talked earlier about explorers. Christopher Columbus, he came here and did whatever he did. When that was done, he's like, fuck it, let me go somewhere else. If a woman completely controls you head to toe and she's seen everything and she can wrap you up around her finger, you're boring. Then she wants the next land to conquer. That's how it is. So you've always got to be unconquerable. And that's another thing that blows these people's minds. All these fucking dipshits who are saying that I'm terrible to women and I abuse women and all this garbage. Mr. fucking convicted felon who sold me out. I guarantee I got more kids than you. I got more women who love me than you. I got more children than you. I've got a better relationship with women than you do. I guarantee you argue with your wife more than I argue with my wives ever.
How many wives you got?
Enough to bake the bread. So, like, where's this bullshit about me being bad to women?
Yeah, right.
If I'm so terrible, why all these women love me? Oh, and then they'll answer, well, because of money. So you're saying they're sex workers? Let me get the tweet up. You're saying women are just sex workers because I'm rich? Is that what you're saying? That sounds awfully misogynistic.
Right.
You know, it sounds misogynistic.
Got him
Then
with
they'll
that
come
one.
along and say stupid shit like, oh yeah, but you tricked them. Bro, imagine this world, bro. They really are going to go out here and allow women to have the same roles as us in society, girl boss us all over culture. In every movie, women are beating up men, and the dad's the idiot, and the mom's the smart one. They're going to girl boss us the whole way. But if a girl does anything ever that anybody doesn't like ever, she was tricked.
Yeah.
If women
I can show you a perfect culture that illustrates that. Black culture.
Really?
The women, they're just unbearable. I don't date them. And that's why you see a lot of black men not dating black women.
Yeah.
Because the black woman is the man of the relationship.
Yep.
That's why no one wants to be
The
with
one that called the cops and she was a black chick.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's. I don't
what
know too much.
society
I
would
don't
look
know.
like.
I don't know too much about the black women in America because I haven't been here in a long time.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen online,
Yeah.
you always see a clip of like some Texan woman like beating the shit out of some poor Chinese girl. Like you're like, what the fuck? How did this even happen?
They're very masculine in America.
Yeah.
It's
They're
like
not
they have a
feminine at
chip
all.
on their shoulder, or I think a lot of them just feel they're less than.
Yeah. Not all black women, but it's a
good majority.
It's a good majority of them. Black women, they act like men.
Well, we can apply this to things because, I mean, even if we remove the races and we just remove into the we say women are sex workers, which of course is going to get me in trouble, but we apply it to the number one thing females are judged on, which is how they look, their appearance, their sexual.
Yeah, not the mind.
No, they're judged on how they look and how attractive they are.
Right.
All the hotties I ever meet love me. Beautiful women love me. They think I'm fucking hilarious. And they're like, he's rich and he's fucking funny. I'll have his kid. No problem. All the baddies love me. If a woman's going to leave a negative comment about me, I look at her profile picture. I'm like, bitch.
I wouldn't waste a drop of semen.
It's kind of like, and it's interesting because in the world we live in, you only get an opinion as a man if you're like big and important or strong or rich, or we have to earn our importance through certain things. But like hot women can say something. A hot woman can stand up and say, I really care about the animals. And we'll all stand up and go, oh, we really care about the animals because she's got big tits, whatever. But these ugly bitches, no one gives a fuck what you say. I mean, I know you have a Twitter account, but no one gives a fuck what you say. Right. So a lot of this shit is just, no one gives a fuck. You ever given a fuck about ugly bitch?
Perfect case in point. Look at ESPN. All the women there, a majority that are hosting with the men, they're beautiful.
Of course they are. This is the reality, right? So a lot of these things also, especially in my case, or the online hate, etc., a lot of it's just revenge of the nerds. A lot of it's just a bunch of fucking nerds and a bunch of ugly women sitting around, trolls in their fucking bedrooms, angry that I wanted life and they didn't. And they're just trying to take it out on me. And it's a fucking setup. It's kind of funny. I had some guy once, he was obese and he was pure liberal, obese loser. Can't remember his name. And he was saying how dangerous I am to women. I was saying, if you literally thought of the idea of a sexual predator in your head, it would be him. Like, why am I dangerous to women when I have options with women? Why would I rape a woman when I can't get through my roster on a weekly basis anyway? When I'm trying to get them in and out the house as fast as humanly possible. The only thing I've ever done with women in my house is beg them to leave. Like, please, you've been here 3 hours. It's a busy day. Please go. And this motherfucker who ain't been laid in forever. Telling me that, who's the rapist here?
Right.
Who's the rapist?
Dude sitting at home busting nuts on himself.
Of course. Of course. And of course. And these are the bad guys. But they always accuse you of what they are.
He's not doing it at all. He's just doing it on himself.
He's like, oh man, this bitch is hot. No, this is a good scene.
100%. So like these fucking people who are attacking us and attack people at the top, etc., they accuse you of what they are directly all of the time. And we're going to see how this all plays out, but I have a strong suspicion that the Florida, if I had to predict the future, which I'm pretty good at, because I was saying I was going to get arrested. I don't know if you saw my old podcast. I kept saying they're going to arrest me. You have 3 lives. I kept saying they're going to arrest me before they arrested me. Here's what I think is going to happen in Florida. I think they're going to get perp walk. I think they're going to come up with the biggest crock of shit. They're going to arrest me. They're going to walk me in front of the cameras. They're going to make it wall-to-wall news. I'm going to walk around in handcuffs. I'm going to look guilty as fuck. You look guilty with handcuffs with police. I mean, the fuck you do. They're going to say all this shit. They're going to take me in for questioning. I have a strong suspicion they may not charge me because I have a feeling they haven't got enough to charge me with, but they might. They might charge me with some crap, and in the end, years from now, I'm going to walk it. And they're just going to waste 2 more years of my life, 2 more years of my reputation. It's kind of, you have to see everything in the world as a blessing from God. It's the only way to see it. Because if you didn't see it as a blessing from God, it's pretty fucking hard to deal with. You have to see the positives of all these things, because once I bust it, then I'm going to have another accolade of innocence, and I'm going to be more well-known and more famous than I ever was, and that's fantastic, and I'll find a way to make all my money back. Great. But the next 2-3 years are going to be rocky. It's going to be rocky dealing with this shit. But what can you do? You just have to approach it like a man. One of the main things I think they're trying to achieve with me throughout this 3 or 4 year process, I've had a lot of people come to me from America, from Britain, some billionaires from Germany, loads of big Romanians, because Romania is not poor like people think. Big money in Romania, mafia money. Like, there's money everywhere. And everyone comes to me and they go, why don't you just change your persona online? Why don't you just, what they want me to do is say sorry. What they want to do is say, look, Andrew is the top G, Mr. fucking tough guy. Look, we got him with the system. And look, he said sorry. Look, I'll tell you something. I actually am a fan of his, and this is not shade in any way. What was his name? Byron Donalds?
Yeah.
Next day, he put out his apology. I don't know if you saw it. Put out his sorry. That's what they want. They want the sorry. If I say sorry, this will go away, because then they'll always say, he ain't shit. Look, he bent. He broke.
Yeah, dude, if you say sorry, I'm transitioning.
Well, that's
I'm putting on a dress lipstick. I'm going to be the biggest fag
well,
out there.
But that's the thing. They know I won't.
Yeah.
But that's what they want. Yeah. Because what they're trying to do is break the symbol of resistance, which has ended up being me. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else. I just ended up in this position. I'm the symbol of resistance against enslavement from the Matrix. So like, if we get this motherfucker to say sorry and act like he's broken in some way, if we finally break him down, everyone's going to know and they're going to shut up when the heat starts coming. But with me, they can't get me to say sorry. That's why they're so frustrated. That every single time you see a video of me and Tristan, we are laughing. And we are joking, and we're saying, do it, put us in jail, I miss jail, da-da-da. Like, they can't stand that we have fun all the time.
Right.
Tristan said to me this morning, he's like, fucking DAs are after us, we're in a Vegas suite, we're the fucking mob. I was like, mob, we don't do anything. He goes, yeah, but it's cool. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what they hate. They hate that we won't say sorry.
What religion you practice?
That's a good question. I'm a Muslim, my brother is Christian.
You think that has something to do with it? Because that's beautiful. He's Christian, you're Muslim. Why is there so much of a disconnect between Christians and Muslims? I never got that.
Fox News.
Yeah.
That's who demonized the Muslims.
Yeah, I think that's a huge part of it, especially like 9/11, and they put a huge spin on it. There's also a huge disconnect where people assume or they attribute Islam to the third world. So like a third worlder will do something and they'll say, see these Muslims, etc. But if you let in a third worlder from anywhere, he'll do something. You can let in a third worlder from Guatemala or the Central African Republic. They're not Islamic and they can commit a crime. Especially in Europe, we have this problem as well. So,
Haiti. Haiti's enough.
Haiti, exactly. Candace said to me, who I'm a huge fan of, I truly think she's amazing in the work she does. But she said to me, she said, she said on October 9th, when I defended Palestine to Piers Morgan, that's when all the conservatives turned on me.
Ooh,
she said it was. She said viscerally, I saw it the same day you defended Palestine. It's the day they all came for me.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, maybe it is that. Perhaps they do have some
there's
power.
a drop in our views too, since we've been criticizing.
Oh yeah, they'll just start to slowly shadow ban you, and they'll come after you, etc. But the thing that's also annoying,
Damn, that's
and I said this as well, but I'm gonna say it again, because if you're an intelligent person, you understand that everything is nuanced. There's nuance everywhere, right? But you can't have nuanced arguments. Ian Carroll just went on Joe Rogan and spoke about a lot of the issues that that are happening in the world today. And he
All right, y'all. So this is an hour in. If y'all enjoyed this reaction so far and you guys want me to react to the rest of this video, because this video is 3 hours long. I reacted to an hour of it. If you guys want me to react to the hour that's left, let me know down below and I got y'all. But anyways, y'all, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.